Hey guys, what's good? Welcome to Order of Opinion. I'm your host Tim. This is my co-host Anthony.
What the fuck is good, guys?
And today we will be continuing our review, ranking, and breakdown of fucking the Harry Potter.
You know what? No. Don't ever call this shit a review.
A review.
Fuck that shit.
Review.
We're saying that now. I'm stating it now. We're never calling this shit a fucking review.
Because they're not reviews.
Yeah.
They're breakdowns. Rankings.
If you look at it as a review, like, I guess, thanks.
I guess sometimes we review the new movies.
Kinda.
Why would you want us to review the old ones? Like, you can just make your opinions on that.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't listen to the new ones either, because we'll just fucking ruin it for you.
Essentially.
So I guess we're just not a review at all.
And to let you guys know, we don't do spoiler-free. Maybe one of these days, when we put up that motherfucking Patreon, we'll do some spoiler-free shit, but I sort of like telling you everything about it. I can't see myself talking any other way.
No, probably not. I don't know why. It would be too hard. It would just be a bunch of edited.
Yeah.
Some editing. Like I'm fucking from Harry Potter. Which is what we'll be talking about today. And what we've been talking about for, 5 episodes now?
Yeah.
Yep, we have 5 episodes.
It's our 21st episode.
21st.
Do you want to start saying it like that?
Fuck it. We can tell them, though, that it is 15 to...
It's our 21st episode.
21st episode. Yeah, 15 through 20 will be the Harry Potter movies and Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go back and check out what we thought of the Harry Potter movies that you... And even if you haven't heard them yet, if you're following along, then I guess that's good too. Keep following. Fucking review though, Jesus.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can find it on iTunes. Subscribe on iTunes. You can find it on Stitcher too. And I'll say that really quickly, but
and SoundCloud, but fuck SoundCloud.
No, fuck that. All right, yeah, but iTunes right now.
Come
Subscribe, rate, review. Actually, I don't really give a fuck if you review.
But rate, at least. Come on.
Throw us a rating if you want, even if it's a fucking 2-star. Actually, throw us 5 stars every single time.
Throw us 5 stars and then hate on us.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
So, yeah, you can find our other episodes on this series, our number 8 through... Or your number 8 through 5.
Yeah, because I'm the host, so we're going off of my rankings.
Yeah.
So it'll be my number 8 through 5 that are already out there.
Or 8 through 4.
8 through 4, yeah, you're right. 8 through 4, what are already out there, and then Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Like we said, we can find that on iTunes. And if you want to tell us about it,
and we'll let you know at the end of this episode the full ranking so far of each of ours.
Yeah,
at least what we have so far. So,
and come on, talk to us. We have a Twitter, we have a Facebook.
Yeah.
You can find us at Order of Opinion on Twitter. And same with Facebook. It's just Order Facebook.
All of our links are in the descriptions too. So.
Yeah, and we'll be releasing. Well, now it's our revised because we have a lot of shit going on right now. So we have our revised release schedule for the Harry Potter.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, a lot of shit. And you can go back.
That's another podcast for another day, another series.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on right now, but. That's where you can find our... Twitter's where you can find our... And I guess on Facebook too, right?
Yeah.
Our revised schedule.
Yeah.
And...
We're just starting to, fuck with Facebook, so we'll start getting it popping soon, but...
Yeah, apparently you can't add a lot of groups, or else they kick you off.
So you can follow us on Twitter, know when all of our shit's going to drop, and we also post our episodes on there too, the links to them and all that bullshit.
Yeah, and show us some love. You can send us messages. We don't even fucking care what you say.
Yeah. Or let us know your rankings of the Harry Potter universe.
Definitely.
Or if they're just all garbage to you.
Or if we're garbage to you.
And you can also find our Marvel series breakdown, all 14 movies on there too. And we're going to be doing Star Wars coming up with the Rogue One in couple days.
Yeah, hopefully by...
That's all on Twitter also.
Yeah, that's also on the revised release schedule that we can't...
Revised, meaning we're too fucking stupid and lazy to stick to the schedule. We will try and do that all the time. But if not, we'll let you motherfuckers know.
And I would just recommend to check back on Twitter for our revised release schedule for Harry Potter in a couple days.
Just look and subscribe so you get the motherfucking updates. All right?
Yeah.
And they're big. I get it. They're big. Why? Because we keep it good quality.
We try to.
I'm not fucking lowering that bit rate. No.
No.
I want you guys to get full quality.
Just fucking stream it.
Tell us, too, what you guys think of, like, the clips that we add in, if they're relevant or not, or if it sounds like a goddamn college essay. I don't know. What you guys, just let us know.
Or maybe we just sound like a college essay. We sound like a frat dude's drunk essay. Harry Potter fucking sucks.
Speaking of that, we're going off a 10-point scale.
Just like...
We do it Olympic style.
Olympics.
Okay?
If it's good enough for cheating-ass Russia, it's good enough for us.
Meaning we go by the decimal. So there is 7.2s. There is 8.3s. Okay? So, that's how we'll look at it. And
there's yet to be a 0, though. There's been some ones we've wanted to be 0.
Yeah.
I'll say the Hulk was a 0.
So, going off the host, all that being said...
So today...
Jesus, we don't even have advertisements and that fucking took forever.
Right? It's our life, man. That's how things are. Nothing's going to be easy ever. And, except for sitting back and watching.
Well, if you're Harry Potter, nothing's easy for you.
Well, it gets progressively harder.
Every year.
Every year is a little
Every
bit
year
worse.
you've been introduced as a wizard, your life has gotten worse somehow. And you were abused and starved. And somehow that's a better life.
Well, I don't know. Harry Potter just can't seem to keep it together for more than a summer. Like, he has, like, a good summer at the Weasley's house and then comes back to fucking people dying left and right.
And wanting to kill him. And people dying because of him. So, that being said, you're the host, Tim. So, what is your number 3 movie?
Yeah, so for my number 3
3
movie,
in the HCU.
The
Harry Potter cinematic motherfucking universe.
The Harry cinematic universe, because Hagrid is in this, and he is Harry. And Fred Flintstone, apparently.
Yeah.
You can listen to that in the previous podcast. Yeah, so for me, number 3 was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and I gave it a 7.2. It was a solid movie. It was choppy, for the most part. But it wasn't super confusing. It just sort of went in a straight line, and they sort of just told you what they needed to do, so you could kick back and you could have almost just closed your eyes and listened to the movie.
I wanted to close my eyes, but not because I was listening to the movie. I think I got manipulated by this movie. I think I got mentally raped.
Yeah?
I think I was mentally slipped a roofie by this movie.
Why is that?
Because it throws you into a trance with the opening action scene. And when you think this is going to be like a heavy hitter. And really it's just a quest.
It is,
It's a quest.
It's a quest where they don't even really find shit.
There's some entertaining shit about this movie. There's a lot of flash. There's a lot of like, okay, let's progress the story. But there's also a lot of exposition. A fuckload. There's also a fuckload of convoluted bullshit. There's also a lot of choppiness. And there's also scenes that are dragged on.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It has a cartoon in it. It has exposition.
So there you are. Those are the Deathly Hallows.
But at the same time, it's sort of like it sort of sticks out from the other 6. It's a different feel.
Well, they're not in school. It's
True.
them being outside of school actually.
Well, Harry never wanted
something.
to be in school.
No.
He just wanted to be not starved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though you could probably just magically make yourself food.
Yeah, not if you're underage.
So, my score, it was number... now that we're including Fantastic Beasts, it was tied for number 3 on my list.
With Fantastic Beasts.
With Fantastic Beasts at a 7.1.
Yeah.
On second watch, I had to drop the score a little bit because I started seeing the bullshit in the movie. And not being captivated by the fact that, all right, we're 7 stories in, and it's finally getting there.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it. I thought there was a lot wrong, but I also thought that the things that were good were done great.
Yeah, it did keep you, like, actually watching. That's the
This is part 1, right? Deathly Hallows,
yes.
part 1.
Part 1. And it does keep you, like, somewhat captivated. Because it's not, but it's weird because you're right. It's not like the other ones. They're not in school, so it's just this forward progressing story. They don't really jump around to a lot of choppy scenes.
Yeah.
It's just them figuring shit out from the get-go, essentially. And so, and it takes you a lot of different places outside of the school that you didn't normally go to in any of the other movies. You go to the Ministry of Magic, you see all these fucking houses that are in the middle of nowhere. Which apparently every wizard owns a house in a giant fucking field.
They got acres on acres.
Like fucking millions of acres. Apparently they just magically make acreage.
Yeah.
So maybe it is a different dimension. Who the fuck knows?
Who cares?
I didn't think England...
A lot of shit needed explaining in this is all I'm saying. A lot of shit was a who done it. Who has this? What is Voldemort looking for? We have to destroy this. This was the most itemized fucking movie I've ever fucking seen.
That's right.
Everything had an item that had to, like, cancel out that item.
Well, it was sort of like it was sort of like a video game, too, because it's like, we complete this quest. Oh, here's a new quest to go do, and then we'll go complete that quest.
But the darkness of it was... I liked how dark it was. Motherfuckers were finally getting killed. People died.
Starting to, yeah.
And people started not caring about killing each other. Which is a bigger thing.
Yeah, definitely. This is when you start actually seeing the point where...
Like, Sirius was a big deal that he died. Now motherfuckers are just getting capped, and everyone's like, all right, I'm going to fuck you up. I'll fuck you up. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, this is like the actual start of the Second Wizarding War, or whatever the fuck they call it. Which this is the actual name of it. It's like, is that still WW2? Is it just Wizarding War 2?
I don't know.
But yeah, and so yeah, this is the first time you really see Harry in like the adult wizard world full of violence and shit.
Yeah.
Because normally it's just directed at him, and it's usually these failed fucking Scooby-Doo plots. But now it's like people are just dying.
Well, with Red Herring being Malfoy.
Yeah.
Which let's speak on Malfoy. How, like, father to son, how pussy are they? Like, they are the most pussy bad guys ever.
Well, yeah, and they both suck. They both get beat up. There's like one scene, and I think it's in Half-Blood Prince, where Malfoy sort of whoops some ass.
Right?
And that's it.
That's all he's ever done.
That's it. I thought, that in this movie, Harry hit him with a spell to take his wand. No, Harry just took his wand. He just grabbed it out of his fucking hands.
Yeah.
Like,
and then Malfoy was like, oh.
How is that winning the other dude's wand? You just take it. That's stealing someone's wand.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what Voldemort did, too. So, hint, hint.
True.
Yeah, so that's, I just sort of felt that way about it. But I think a 7.1 is still solid. Because it keeps you, gripped. You gravitate towards the movie at some points where you are interested. But, oh, my God, what they threw in.
Oh, the relationship shit?
Not I'm just talking about everything. All the new characters that had to be introduced or, like, kept mentioning back for these items, for all, like, oh my God.
It's a treasure hunt.
And of course, like, as far as the golden snitch, it had to be hella weird and hella queer that Dumbledore gave him back something that he had to put his mouth on.
Right? He probably rubbed his penis on it first. He's like, as my last act, I'll give you my schmegma.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he gave Weasley a fleshlight and Hermione a fucking...
A book.
A book.
She gets the most useless item
out of all of them. Actually, she gets the most useful item.
Useful.
Because of her.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not cool. Like, Ron got the coolest thing out of all of them.
Like, why did Harry have to, like, kiss the golden snitch like that? Like, if he was, like, kissing a ball. Like an actual, like, fucking nutsack
because
ball.
It's... Yeah, well, he wasn't about to deep-throat it again.
Well, but he was like, why was he kissing it? You couldn't just put it on your lips, bro? He had to, like, do this weird-ass thing.
Harry's dumb, that's why.
Well, Harry's a fucking idiot, as you could tell in this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
He depends on Hermione. He depends on them.
Yeah.
There's multiple instances where he is literally completely dependent on her.
Well, not just that, and he's a dick to her.
Yeah.
He's a dick to her, and he's dependent on her.
Like, yeah.
So what the fuck?
Well, okay, think about it. When he's about to leave, he's like, oh my God, no one's going to die for me, even though, like, 3 people already have, right? And Weasley's like, dude, where are you going to go? Like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm even dumber. What the fuck are we going to do? And we're going to leave Hermione? We can't survive without her. She's the only one that knows anything.
That is exactly how it went.
And then the second one, when, or spoiler alert, after 6 years, Dobby dies. right? And Harry sort of looks at her like, you got some, like, potion, right, Hermione? You have something.
Yeah, and she's
because
just
I can't ever contribute or have something, but you got something, right?
She just looks at him like
that fucking beaded bag of yours. Like he's gonna insult her or that, even though that's come through for them like 20 times in this movie.
That's right. And then he looks at her. He's literally like, "Hey, you better fix this again. You better fix my fucking problems because I'm too goddamn
And he expected
dumb."
her to get the wand and keep it safe.
Right? He takes
after she saves him from dying from a fucking snake.
And
I was telling you this earlier. He's fucking behind the fucking bed, like, ooh, what's going on? I'm scared of a snake. And she finds his wand, grabs it. After she just saved him from the snake, then teleports them back somewhere that they won't be found. And she's sort of like feeling bad because she has the Horcrux on, not him. And this is all one scene, mind you. All this shit that she's come through for Harry Potter. And she's sort of having a breakdown. She's like, yeah, like, you know, we should just live here forever. Like, let's just fuck each other. I know you wanted to fuck me the other night. And then Harry's like, looks at her like, where's my wand, bitch? And she's like, my bad. I'm like, I'm sorry. Of course, because she apologizes every time to Harry, even though she comes through for him.
Right.
And then she has the broken wand. And he just starts going dumb at her.
And then so
he's like, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. Give me your wand. Go to bed, bitch.
He steals her wand, and it's his fault that she has to use Lestranger's wand in the future. So he literally fucks up her wand and his wand. Like, that's so fucking stupid. And then he steals another dude's wand. Like, so he's going to steal Malfoy's wand, too? That's just cool. Does Harry Potter have no regard for apparently how hard it is to find a wand that works for you?
Right?
Because apparently that shit's really hard because fucking you see a lot of people lose their wands in these next two, and so it's like, and they seem to be sort of fuckered about it. So I guess, and then, oh god, there's so much with this movie that's weird. Like shit just pops up.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Like literally, they're in the forest.
And how dumb is Harry? How dumb is he?
Oh, he's fucking stupid. He doesn't get anything. He just doesn't get it, and he's always surprised. And he's always caught off guard. And even
because who's finding out all of this shit to lead them to the next point? Because Dumbledore gives her their book, and he's sort of like, well, yeah, I could give Harry the book, but let's get real.
Yeah.
He's not going to find out shit. And she's the one that tells them where to go everywhere.
True.
And on top of that, this is one I really want to get across. For 7 movies goddamn straight, they remind us of Harry Potter. Parents dying. That he has no parents. Oh, boo-hoo, Harry fucking Potter, right? Hermione, she chooses.
Yeah.
Because she wants to help the wizard world and Harry. Because at this point, she could just say, fuck the noise. I don't need to involve myself in the wizard world. I'll go be a fucking dentist and have a life, all right?
And be the dopest dentist because I never have to try. I just magic.
And she, at that point, could just say, I'm done. I'm staying at home, right? She obliviates her parents from ever knowing about her. So essentially, she's parentless.
Yeah, she has nowhere left to go.
And she's consoling this motherfucker over his parents' shit, and he's getting mad at her for breaking a wand when she just told him, like, yeah, my parents are never going to remember me, bruh. And he's like, all right, I don't give a fuck. Where's my wand?
Not just that, but every time they get saved from anything, like, except for the end, it's her saving them. Her teleporting them to the places they need to go.
Yeah.
Like, it's never... And that's why his wand breaks.
Well, she teleports him, fucks up Ron, and then saves him again.
Yeah. And
she's a genius.
And she's the only reason they survived in the forest, because she got how to do all the fucking charms and shit.
Yeah.
And then fucking...
And then what happens? No, okay, good point. What happens when something gets found out that maybe wasn't, she couldn't enchant? Her smell.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And instead of Harry being appreciative that she even knew those spells to, like, have them be cool in the first place, he goes, it's probably best to not wear perfume, even though I fucking like and jerk off to that shit.
Then he dances with her. Like,
and tries to fuck her.
I
really think that's why he's mad at her. Because he was, like, trying
dick.
to fuck, and she was like, maybe a hand job. I don't know if I can do anything more to Ron.
Yeah, maybe a hand job.
And you got to remember, too, Harry, I haven't seen Ron's dick yet, so...
But I know there's going to be some red hair around it, and I'm sort of freaking about that.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of I think they make Harry Potter just a fucking idiot.
Whoa.
And he's so dependent on Hermione. She's the real hero to me. I mean,
well, everyone
he's a
in this
sacrificial lamb. She's a hero. He's the goat in Jurassic Park.
Well, the real fucking hero, too, is in this one especially, is Dobby. Dobby just comes the fuck back and saves everybody just to be Dobby. And it's for Harry Potter, so it's like, I get that he freed you or whatever, but again, just someone coming and, at this point, not risking, but giving their life for fucking Harry Potter. Just because he's fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Fuck Harry Potter. And he doesn't, like, really
And how smart
appreciate
was
it.
she? Like, she could have fought the dudes, Hermione. She could have fought the what are they called? The Snatchers?
Oh, yeah, the
right?
Snatchers.
She could have, like, fought her way and ran still. Instead, she turns around and she gives Harry the smush face look.
Which makes it so that I guess they don't recognize him, which it doesn't even really work.
That was stupid.
I didn't get it.
Because here's the point, right? They get taken to Lucius and all that, and they don't want to do anything to Smushface Harry because they're not sure it's him. When he's with Hermione and Weasley, all of them know that they mob together. Right? So why would you not just automatically conclude that?
Whoa, and that too, like, she gives fake names to the Snatchers, but how did Lucius not recognize them right away?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't get it. And then he's, like, telling Malfoy, which... Dude, you know what he looks like, you dumb fuck. You've met him multiple times. Why does Malfoy have to confirm it?
Yeah. And even the rat tail. He was Ronald's rat for 12 years.
Yeah, he should have seen Harry, like, intimately. He'd probably just been, let me see his cock.
How does he not just say straight up, like, yo, yeah, that's Harry. We're fucking retarded if we don't do anything.
Well, it's because they're too afraid that the Dark Lord's just going to clap him for no reason, which he will do. So if you're wrong, you're dead.
Well, if he doesn't clap you, he's going to claw you, and you're going to get fucking an infection from his dirty-ass fingernails. That's another thing with the wizards, dude. They're all like, they're all doing blow because they got long-ass nails, and they're dirty as fuck, and they're gross.
Well, that or they have...
I'm tired of that wizard deformed hand shit, bro.
Well, deformed hand or Colossus hand, because the one dude just has a silver hand now. The Wormtail, because he cut his hand off. That fool cut his hand off.
Right?
And he gets a metal hand out of it.
Right?
But wait, they say they can regrow bones. So why didn't he just do that?
I don't know. Good question.
It seems like magic can fix everything. You can't fix cutting your hand off? I guess not.
Yeah, so the movie starts off with, which I thought was a really cool character, but just got clapped off almost instantly.
And off screen.
The Ministry of Magic.
Yeah, and he was dumb.
Minister of Magic. He was cool.
He was going dumb.
These are dark times, there is no denying. Our world has perhaps faced no greater threat than it does today. But I say this to our citizenry. We, ever your servants, will continue to defend your liberty and repel the forces that seek to take it from you. Your ministry remains strong.
And you think the ministry is almost evil because you see him.
Yeah.
But then you
He's
realize
really
it's
just
not.
that cutthroat.
Yeah. He's sick, bro.
I really kind of like that. And then, of course, the newspaper exposition, shit's going down.
Muggle family gets killed or whatever. And then they have like this montage of them at their houses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when we see Hermione obliviate her parents.
And Ron is standing there, and they try to make his moment impactful too, but he's really just standing there in a field, not like nothing's going on.
Well, that's because he's a hillbilly.
Yeah, so that's impactful because he can't be around his family.
He's looking at his fucking jerry-rigged meth lab.
And how in the shed out back. That's how they actually afford books.
Yeah.
Damn. So they're the drug dealers.
Well, because everyone does crank in the wizard world. They all do meth and they're all alcoholics.
And the brothers make fucking black market bombs and shit. Literally.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never
Well,
thought about it.
his brothers they're dropouts. They're pieces of shit. They're
smugglers too. They're dropout smugglers. And then Harry, it doesn't even feel like his situation is bad because the aunt and uncle are leaving.
They're leaving.
So it's like
so
a
they're
good
cool
thing.
enough to leave him with the house.
But
apparently they're the worst people in the world.
They've shown that they just dip.
Yeah.
Like they're
like, this shit's not
dip.
safe. We already know what's going on.
Yeah, they're gone.
I'm not gonna. The aunt's like, I'm not gonna wind up like my fucking dead ass sister.
So that's not even like they're trying to make that impactful, and you're almost like okay, that's the good thing in Harry's life right now. So only Hermione suffers in this equation.
Yeah,
Again.
She completely sacrifices. I mean, she gives up her life because she obviously has no friends other than sucking off Weasley and fucking Harry wanting to eat her out. You know what I mean? Like her only life goal is to get fucking Golden Gate bridged and DP'd by Ron.
They're gonna Golden Gate. Well, it will be a Golden Gate if fucking Ron's
At least
involved.
in Dark Black Cloud fucking projection. She'll do that. As we see later in the movie. So she's super down for Harry.
Yeah,
Main
super
bitch
down.
qualities. If she had like a fucking, like a Topps player card,
that would be
her attributes
stats.
would be crazy.
Yeah.
Her main bitch stats are crazy.
Yeah.
She's definitely the greatest main bitch. Like.
And then it transitions to, I guess
she's
that's
the main
Malfoy's.
bitch for two guys.
Well, she's the bottom bitch for Harry, but the main bitch for Ron. That's his main bitch, but
that's kind of real.
It's Harry's pimping her out to Ron. And he basically tells Ron that later on. He's like, it's okay, I can tell you how to get her.
Right?
And in like the most asshole-ish way. But
that's what makes you kind of like
that.
Harry, too. Because Harry's like rooting for Ron to fuck her. Harry's like, all right, dude, but hey, can you share it sometimes? You know, come on.
Is he like rooting, or does he just like, yeah, I guess this is going to happen?
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely not. So then it transitions to that's like Malfoy's house, right? Is what they say later on. They're having the Death Eater meeting.
Oh, yeah. I really like that scene. And Snape still comes in like an asshole as usual in his fucking black meth cloud.
But then he's like, I don't get it. Is he actually telling them the truth? Or is
he's
the
definitely
other dude?
monotoning it up where you don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. Is he like trying to cut out? Because the other dude's like, no, I heard. He was like, it's going to be fucking tonight. That's when the drug deal is going down. And the other dude's like, no, I heard it was going to be tomorrow. He's like, it's going to be tonight. Your information is faulty. And then
because the prophecy is that he has to die before he's 17 or what? I forget.
I don't fucking know. That's pretty much what
it's all weird considering the fact that this is a child. And it just makes it really weird.
I don't think that's like a prophecy. I think it's more of just like they're gonna move him when he's 17 because then he'll be untraceable.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll be way harder to find him.
I get it.
I think that's what Severus said. It's so hard to tell because the words just fall out of his mouth.
Right.
When he's like, and
why is he the only Shakespearean-looking motherfucker? Like some of these dudes look normal.
They look like they're in Pirates of the Caribbean, the new Death Eaters.
No. I mean the other, like, yeah.
Especially the dude that catches them.
I don't know.
later on.
Lucius looks fresh. Lucius is always like fresh.
Dope boy fresh. So is fucking Malfoy later on. Older Malfoy looks like a fucking.
Well, he's more lean. I'm saying Lucius is like fresh. Like
they're like the Russians of the fucking like drug trade.
Except for their pussies. Russians aren't pussies.
Well,
they'll hack your shit if they got to.
They'll hack your shit. Well, yeah, and what you see him puss out, because Voldemort basically goes on the exposition of they need different wands, which you've known for a couple movies.
Don't you think that, like, Dumbledore and all them are just like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Like, have you not figured it out yet?
Yeah, what you've known
Like, he just assumes it's all these other things. Even though everything else you've, like, killed, you became a Horcrux of. So why wouldn't you figure that, like, your shit went into Harry Potter? Why wouldn't you figure that out?
That's what that and like he's known it since the 4th movie, and this is the 7th movie. How is this the first time he's really like being active about it?
What, the wand?
Yeah, because that's the only reason that it doesn't work in Goblet of Fire, and that's when fucking Harry sort of finds out is post that.
Yeah, why it took him 3 movies to actually like, all right, I'm changing wands now. Lucius, let me yoke the fuck out of you, you little bitch.
What about you, Lucius? My lord, I require your wand.
Lucius is like all shook up because he was in Azkaban.
Yeah.
He was like, I've had my ass cabanned. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he's a dick face.
He is a dick, and he just
He
breaks
is
it.
a dick face. Well, yeah, he murdered Heath Ledger. You can't forever forgive a guy for that. He burned a fucking church down with fucking females and kids in it. And he was British.
He was British. Yeah, he really fucked up. He burnt down a plantation.
Mel Gibson would have made this movie like 100 times better.
Well, who would Mel Gibson have been?
Snape.
He'd be hating on the Jews.
He'd be the total opposite of what Snape was.
He'd be hella animated
Yeah.
and fucking like yelling and shit. Yeah, so then they bring in the fucking the teacher of Muggle studies who thinks that Muggles and wizards should breed. And at this point you can tell Snape's sort of like, oh shit, like I'm sort of going along with this, but this is actually like
He's just singing
real.
that song. That's
In
all
his
he does
head.
in his head all day.
Yeah. And say his own name. Like, or Harry Potter's like, he's just singing that song. He goes, Potter.
Well, first, like, Lestrange with her fucking cunt ass, 'cause she's a cunt.
Yeah, she sucks.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm over her.
Yeah.
Like, completely
She's like,
done.
like I said, she's that meth couple fucking cunt wife. That you're just like, oh my God, dude, like, I know that we're meth heads and shit, but can you get her the fuck out of here?
Yeah, right? Like, she is just yelling for no reason. She's being really fucking annoying. She's breaking shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised she isn't fucking running around a shopping cart.
And it's like, dude, well, who said you could... I get you're the Dark Lord or whatever, but why are you taking over my house, you asshole?
Well,
Get
you
your
said
own
so
house.
herself, he fucked her, right?
Well, apparently that's what
Or he
fucking...
slithered in her.
He's slithering in her.
He slithered his head in her.
Yeah, no, yeah, apparently that's who the bad guy is with the...
That'd have been the
play.
They should have had that sex scene. Like, that should have been the breakout sex scene.
It would have been her being like wild and crazy and him just go like he was actually sort of eccentric too, so I guess it sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
Just his face though. How do you make
Yeah,
out with someone
right?
with no nose?
Well, because he looks like a seaman.
He is a seaman. He didn't even impregnate her. He just touched her vagina and his semen powers went through. Or like I can imagine the Dark Lord being
So
some
can you
couch-
magically rape somebody with your wand?
No.
Can you be like, hubala, halavala, and then, like, rape them?
I
Since you can kill them?
guess if you use the curse that lets you control them.
So that's probably what he did. He probably, like, curses fuck them, or whatever.
well the
He
curse
doesn't have a wiener.
that he used to fucking kill the not the director of Muggle studies, but the fucking to make her float out that makes her like a spider. I guess you could use that curse because he has her come out like her arms and legs are like pulled behind her, so that curse you can control their body. So I guess you could use that to rape someone, right?
Yeah.
I guess if that's what
He basically did. Because he says abracadabra.
and then
Is that
Snape-
her making fun of that? She's making fun of it.
Yeah, oh, totally. That's exactly what it is. And Snape pees himself a little. He's like, oh, shit got real.
For as much as he can, which is like him maybe like lowering his grin a little
Would
bit.
be a monotone dribble of pee coming out.
Just hella slow and boring.
Yeah, just a
No
drip,
flow.
drip,
Um,
Potter. Drip.
yeah, so everyone shows up at Harry's house for fucking a slumber party, and Mad Eye's like, who's getting my wiener tonight?
Nip it, Mundungus!
And then they give...
I sort of like the way they filmed that, though.
Well, I like how
like
they
that
all
little light.
transformed.
No, I mean just when they were filming him and they were talking, the little like spin around.
Oh, yeah, and
camera
it's actually like setting up a heist or something.
Yeah, I like that. I like this whole scene, upcoming scene.
Yeah, where they
This is
transform.
what gave it the 7. Easy.
So they
It
introduced
was
like...
some Men in Black shit.
Yeah, they introduced a fuckload of people though. That was my only problem with it. Like too many people introduced for the scene. Other than that, like yeah, it was totally Men in Black. It was fucking ridiculous.
Introduced or just brought back?
Brought back, reintroduced and introduced because you're trying to keep track of everybody at this point. You're like, wait, now there's another Weasley, and then there's this chick, and then there's fucking. How did the other Weasley end up?
Oh yeah, who is that guy? Now we're getting married. Oh, okay.
And that's Fleur.
Yeah, she was in Goblet of Fire, you remember?
Yeah, so wait, how did she end up meeting him? And he works with dragons or is a werewolf now? I
Couldn't
don't
tell
fucking
you.
know. And then there's the little Mundingus or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah, that Turkish fuck.
That's what I put too. That's funny.
You already knew that he was a scumbag. Isn't that kind of weird? Because that's just the way he looked.
Well, you knew he was a scumbag, especially because he like says some shit like, and then Moody looks at him. He's like, "Shut the fuck up." Like, dude, why even bring that full
Well,
along?
he even said, "You're right next to me, you fucking Turkish fuck. I already know what's about to happen."
So why
you
did
got
they
you got some faulty beepers you're trying to sell me earlier, you piece of shit.
So why the fuck did they bring him? Why the fuck like, that seems like Moody's fault on that one. Like, why?
I don't know. His broom was fresh.
Oh, the Harley Davidson broom? Yeah.
Because apparently, again, another thing that they had to explain was that for him to not be traced, it's better to be on brooms. Hagrid's fucking motorcycle, like whatever the hell that thing
that
is.
farts fire.
And the 1990s Detroit Pistons logo.
That was a dragon, wasn't it?
I thought that was the horse.
No,
the
that was a
Pistons
dragon.
logo. Oh, maybe it
Well,
was.
maybe it's just that similar. So there's fucking Dungeons and Dragons shit going on now.
But I liked it.
It was a cool scene, yeah. Then I like how they introduce. Well, first of all, they have to do the polyjuice potion, so they all look like Harry.
For those of you who haven't taken polyjuice potion before, fair warning, it tastes like goblin piss.
And they're even hating on the way he looked. And one of the fools even
She's like, "Don't look at my titties," says Harry.
Yeah. And one of the fools even
How fucked up is that, though? What if Harry Potter had a little dick?
That's what
And
I
they
always
all
thought.
just know,
They all
like,
just
oh,
know
you
now.
got a little dick.
And the one dude
That's
was
why.
One dude was even like, "I knew you were lying about that tattoo." Like, so Harry's lying about getting a tattoo now? Well, how much of a dick is Harry? The world's ending.
That's probably why. He's like, "I'm just going to lie about everything. Fuck it."
He's like, "Fuck it. I have a 14-inch dick just like Hagrid."
Yeah, so this whole scene's really cool, and that's when we meet Kingston, right?
Kingsley.
Well, not meet him, but
Kingsley.
Kingsley, yeah.
Kingsley Kingston.
Yeah, Kinsley. And you already know he's raw. Like, you can just sense it. You're like, dude, this fool's about to be raw. Watch.
He is sick. Well, we've seen him before when he fucking...
Yeah, but, like, you know that he's got some mighty power. Like, that motherfucker can fuck up some shit.
Which pisses me off because, well, we'll see. Like, he just disappears. But I like how they introduced the enemies in this scene.
Yeah.
They're flying through the clouds, and it just appears, and there's, like, a fuckload of people.
Yeah.
Like, how many... That had to be hundreds. Hundreds of people trying to kill them.
And then Voldemort finds Harry.
Yeah, as Harry's, like...
Well, first off, Harry let his owl go. And there was one Death Eater chasing him, and they fucking murdered the owl.
Like, murdered the owl, and he just looks...
And Hagrid, of course, is knocked out and useless in his fucking Fred Flintstone outfit.
Hagrid got knocked out, and then fucking Harry starts, like, leaning out.
Yeah.
And I like how he, like, limp-wristedly puts his wand up, and that's how they start fighting.
Yeah. Well, because he knew, remember? His scar called him.
Yeah, so he just, like...
So is that him keeping himself alive?
I guess.
Is that Voldemort keeping himself alive? Is fighting himself?
I don't think he knows. I still don't think he gets it.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he is an idiot. But Dumbledore got it and didn't tell anybody. So Dumbledore's more of an idiot.
Yeah. Right?
Dumbledore sets it up. You'll see at the end
My
of the movie,
question is, too, why wait so long to let him kill Harry? That's the only thing I just never understood.
I don't know. Maybe he had to wait until he found the other Horcruxes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
And you might as well use the dude you're going to sacrifice to go do it.
Right?
Because that's what ends up fucking happening.
Dumbledore's a smart motherfucker, but he is a dickhead. He is a real fucking dickhead.
He's a super dickhead. And then he blows up Lucius's wand. That's how the fucking battle between him and Voldemort ends.
I sort of like that, though. And he's like, Voldemort. And
then which one was... I don't even remember which of the... Like, this is what I'm saying. They all start landing, and then I forget... Because there's too many fucking people. I forget who came with who.
Yeah.
And who was going with who. And I'm trying to keep track of it in my fucking head. And I keep thinking more people are going to show up.
Well, at the low middle class farm.
Yeah. At the Weasley farm.
Weasleys.
The rebuilt Weasley farm.
Apparently the Weasleys is the go-to spot. That's the stash house for sure.
Yeah. No shit. That's where they go. That's like their in-transit house. That's like their border house, you know what I mean? Like, that's the safe house in between Mexico and America for them. They're like, anytime there's a problem, we hit the Weasley's house, we re-up, and we get the fuck up on out of here.
Right? And then so everyone starts pouring in and showing up, and the Weasley, one of the shitty twins...
It's like his head
he
blown
gets
out.
hit, and that's a big deal. Mad Eye dies.
Mad Eye dies. Which, again, off-screen.
And the Turkish man is gone. He went off to sell beepers and
he
wear
evaporated
gold chains
or exacerbated or masturbated his way off the broom. I don't know what the fuck they call it. And Ron saved the day, apparently. The one chick says. She's like,
Yeah.
if it weren't for him, my pussy would be
Nymphomaniac,
wet
yeah.
right now. Cause it's
You know why
super
she
wet.
married the werewolf? Because she likes to get fucked by the werewolf. That's how much of a
Probably.
nymphomaniac she is.
Probably, like,
Bestiality.
yeah. She wants
fucking
that
whore.
hairy red rocket.
And, yeah, so there's that little love scene with Hermione and Ron, and of course Harry had to cock block and go hug them both.
And then he
You know?
just leaves. He tries to leave like
Yeah.
a bitch. And Ron comes out. He's like,
Like
bro,
we were
we're
saying
dumb.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
Like, let's remember that if it's just me and you, this shit, we're dead already. Voldemort
Yeah.
is king. Okay? We need Hermione.
He's like, how the
She's
fuck
the-
are we going to figure this out, you idiot, dude? Like, these people are here to help us, you fucking cunt. Like, especially you. They're risking your lives for you because they were bought
But he
in.
makes up a dumb argument. He's like, yeah, we still got like a wedding and shit. And Harry's like, I don't give a fuck about a wedding, you fucking piece of shit. I don't know your fucking brother that just showed up already and that fucking bitch that I helped her fucking sister once.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
It's like, I don't care about these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but yeah, they have the wedding, and then they show the book of fucking Rita Skeeter fucking writes this inflammatory fucking Dumbledore book apparently about his, in the closet sex life with R. Kelly.
And that's when they make the tent.
Yes, they have to lift a tent. Oh, all together.
And the guinea has to have her fucking child porn scene with Harry. For all the fucking 30-year-olds that have their pussies wet and their dicks hard to this shit.
Yeah, because
Weirdos.
she's coming down and they're like making out, right? And then one of the twins just sneaks by, is like kicking it. Like, he
Right?
don't even give a shit. He's watching them. He's probably getting him a little hard.
Yeah. He's like,
He's like, I've liked you all along, Harry. It's like I'm imagining.
That's why I gave you that map.
He's like,
To let you know when I'm in the boys' bathroom waiting for you.
I should have made that more clear. That would have been funny as fuck.
Yeah, and then so the Minister of Magic shows up.
Yeah.
And and like I said, he gives Weasley the fleshlight, which apparently can get you off anywhere.
Yeah, and it works a lot better in this one than it did in the
it's
first
a flashlight.
one. Yeah, it sucks out light and gives it back.
Yeah.
It's sort of stupid, right? Well, it works better in this one because it can suck multiple
No,
lights at a time.
I think because that's how Dumbledore lived his life.
Suck
I don't
it.
think he swallowed. I think he sucked and shot back out.
But, yeah, and then Hermione...
At least on Grindelwald, because you know that fool is grimy.
Oh, which they show him, and he's getting grimy. He's like, yeah, they buried it in my ass with him. That's where that wand went, brother. And Voldemort's like, yeah!
Grindelwald, like, yeah, when Voldemort asked him where's the wand, he's like, you'll be lucky if it's not in his dead asshole.
Yeah, I know it's in there. Who do you think put the blocks on there? They let me out of this ass
You know why that's
cabin.
funny? Because it's true.
Yeah.
And, because they're gay. And,
Yeah, and Hermione gets his porn stash. Where he learns about his three brothers' porn story. And it's like, this one was too big, this one was too small, but
this
this
is how
one
we
was
raped death.
just right.
We got invisible. I got a good wand. And the other dude had a fucking stone. We shoved it up his ass.
Yeah, I got the anal bead wand.
But yeah,
and
Harry gets his snitch back.
Which is
And Harry's like, dude, like, thanks?
He's like, all right.
What am I going to do with this shit? I can't figure out fucking classes. I'm not going to figure out a puzzle, bro.
And this goes to show you how uneducated wizards actually are. They actually think they deserve that sword. Like, bro,
Right?
if you find Spanish gold off the coast of America, that shit belongs to Spain.
Right?
Like, what makes them think that they can just find a sword and be like, this cultural artifact is ours now?
That was, like, in the school museum and shit, or whatever.
Right? Yeah, exactly. No, well, it was in a hat. And then it got transferred.
Which is a school museum also. The hat is in his office, in his property.
Yeah, and I guess Dumbledore's office was...
Well, I think Dumbledore fucks the hat, too.
That's probably it's probably how the sword ended up in there.
He malfucks the hat.
Yeah, he sword fucks the hat. And then he puts... That's the dildo the hat prefers.
And I think he just likes it rough.
Well, it only takes out things stronger, or absorbs things stronger than it.
But I did like the minister, dude.
Yeah,
I thought he was solid. I was hoping that he would have some part of the story, but of course not. And so the wedding's happening, and they're all dancing. Of course, fucking Luna and her dad are fucking on acid doing some weird-ass dancing and shit.
Yeah, they're like, bro, man, have you tried this shit? I grew it in my house. Like, we write this
And
newspaper.
Harry's like, what the fuck is that necklace? Scooby-Doo mode.
Yeah. The one dude's like, hey, man, I bought this off this lady at the fucking Fish concert. I don't know what
Some
it
dude
means.
just gave it to me for a fucking drop of acid. I was like, hey, man, it's a nice necklace, brah.
I took my daughter to see the Grateful Dead, and it was like, bro, I just got this necklace from my old lady,
Yeah, and they're doing some crazy shit. And
then he meets an old guy who basically talks shit on Dumbledore.
Major diarrhea of exposition.
He's like, bro,
oh my god. Exposition too of shit that we haven't even, heard or seen yet.
Right?
So it was super confusing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, you got Reader Skeeter, Doug Funny, and Patty Mayonnaise. They're all fucking involved in the stories. You know that?
And he's got a brother, the Wood Elf. Fucking, that fool.
You got to see him one time.
You'll see him eventually.
It's in the Godric Hallows. I
And
wonder
then-
who died there.
And then the ball comes and is like, yo, shit's getting fucked up. And that
What?
guy, the ball of light.
Yeah.
Fucking, yo, shit's getting fucked up. The minister's like, dead?
Yeah.
And then the one dude
Well,
who
no,
he's-
this is after they say that Dumbledore's father killed 3 people.
Oh, yeah, so,
Whoa.
yeah, he's like, they moved him to to Godric's Hollow after he killed 3
Wait,
guys.
does that have something to do with the Deathly Hallows? Is Dumbledore death? Is that why he has that rotting hand?
No, Dumbledore just has the wand. His dad is the murderer.
His dad is the murderer.
I don't know. But that wand is sick because you can stick it up his butt. No,
It even has the ribs for her pleasure.
that's what
and
I'm
his-
saying. It's an anal bead wand. But yeah, so the ball comes in. I like how the fat dude that Harry's talking to just gets up. He's like, nice to meet you. And then he disappears. He's like, I'm not sticking around for this bullshit.
Well, they let him know the minister died.
Yeah, the minister got killed for some... The Ministry of Magic just falls. That's how the Wizarding World works.
And of course, they have this fucking extravagant wedding. And what? They don't think, that's a target? Did they want it to be a target?
I don't know. And then maybe Kingsley...
Everyone kept saying, oh, this is the best way to get the pressure off. Is let them know where all of us are at once.
Maybe Kingsley's the one that fucked it up for them.
Why?
Because he sent the Orb of Light. They probably followed that shit.
Yeah, but he had to let them know.
Whoa, you don't think they would have found out eventually?
Maybe not if there's no Ministry of Magic. It didn't seem like they killed a lot of people either. It seemed like they captured people.
That's true. Which I sort of like the scene after this because they literally say, Harry's trying to help people. They're like, then this, again, another constant theme across Harry Potter. Harry's trying to help, sort of, but they're also absorbed in this mythical chosen one bullshit. They're like, no, you got to get the fuck out of here. You're
right?
important.
Well, as he's talking to that old guy, he just sort of hey, gotta go.
Yeah, the old guy just disappears.
And
he doesn't give a shit.
and after they just kind of call out Dumbledore to him. They're sort of like, dude, do you even know who that dude is?
Yeah,
he
you know.
was gay and his dad was a murderer.
And
so.
he molested his sister, right?
Honestly, my boy, are you sure you knew him at all?
And she became an obscurus. That's sort of what happened. And then I like this, though, because she teleports them to London. They go to the coffee shop, and Ron doesn't know what a cappuccino is. She orders one, and he's like, yeah, let me get whatever the fuck she just said.
Right?
He doesn't know what coffee is, but this was sort of a cool scene. This was like a shootout scene.
Yeah.
Which I like. See, this is what's cool about these movies is they're starting to, at least with these later two, they're actually introducing different areas. And it's not just Hogwarts, and it's not just boring same old Hogwarts shit. They gotta have a Quidditch scene. They gotta have a class scene. They gotta have a fucking, end scene. And this one, there's actually shit going on. They're being hunted the fuck down.
Yeah.
And I like that Ron's just down to kill the guy.
Right?
He's like, bro, we need to kill him. And even Hermione...
He even said, he was like, hey, what if he's the guy that did Mad Eye? Y'all
Right?
gonna say it then? And then everyone got quiet.
But they make a good point. If they just erase their minds and act like they never saw Harry Potter, then...
So that was funny, right? It wasn't necessarily that they shouldn't have killed him. It was that it was more beneficial not to kill him. So it was a little weird.
Yeah.
Kind of funny, too. Yeah, so then they go to Sirius Black's house. And
They
I'm not gonna lie. I wrote in my notes, and I don't know what the fuck it means. So I don't even know what the fuck I was just about to say.
What's it say?
I said he took wand, dude, and is threatening him. He is too dumb to figure out. That's what I put.
Okay, I know exactly what So they show up to Sirius's house, right? And they
Yeah.
have the ghost come, and they're like, "Bro, what the fuck was that ghost?" And they're threatening Creature because Creature's fucking like basically
Jacking off in the closet.
Well, yeah, because he tells him like, "Yeah, I know what that necklace is," but he's not really trying to tell him that, and that's what he's getting. Like, he can't figure out that it's fucking been stolen, and then they find that what's his face stole it. The little guy.
The Turkish
guy, right? So they send.
Well, he's trying to make some money because his beeper store isn't working. He's like, oh shit, that was like 20 years ago. I can't sell those anymore. And
So then they send Creature to get him,
yeah,
which Creature just.
and that's when they
walks in.
show the pious takeover. Whoever the fuck that guy was, another added character that meant nothing. And
Yeah, there's a dude who like came in. He was the dark like general from Star Wars, from the first 3 Star Wars. He was just sort of the voice
yeah.
of the Empire, and then there was the actual bad guy.
Oh, okay. Fuck you. And they're testing moguls, right? If people are moguls or not.
Moguls.
Moguls.
They come and like, "Are you a mogul?"
Hey, do you own something?
I got hella money in that elf bank or in that gnome bank.
And this part I didn't get. Maybe I can't fucking keep up with every single storyline or sub-story plot line or fucking sub-story plot line of Harry Potter. And they show that Rab, R-A-B, is Sirius's brother.
Yes, Remulus.
And what does that have to do with anything? Explain that to me.
It's just that he was part of the Order of the Phoenix too, so it shows that someone from the Order of the Phoenix.
And they have the locket.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
And Mindaugus was the one that
Actually-
obviously did some scumbag shit
and stole it.
and stole it.
He's,
And then got ripped off for it.
right? And then so
What
yeah,
an
they
idiot.
threaten him, and they're like, "Bro, where?"
By Umbridge.
Yeah, by Umbridge. That's what they're
Is
asking. They're like, "Where the fuck is it?" He's like, "Yeah, you're not gonna like this one."
After Creature swoops that motherfucker.
That's
and
what I'm
Dobby
saying.
shows up
Yeah,
with him.
Dobby, and he's
Dobby's
making,
like, oh, some elf shit's going down. I gotta help this fool.
and he's making like he's telling shit to Harry Potter. Creature don't want him to say. Like, I like that part. Creature is gonna not tell Harry Potter the whole truth, and Dobby just comes in and tells him like the plot, essentially.
Right?
And Creature's like, "Dude, why are you fucking telling him all this? This is gonna create problems for us."
Right?
Why does Creature even listen to Harry? Was that gifted to him? So is Dobby? Or so is Harry only cool to let Dobby go, but not Creature?
I don't think he gave him clothes. Did he?
No, Creature's still his slave.
His slave.
Yeah, but he let Dobby go.
Because he was like, fuck Creature. You were talking shit since the beginning.
Creature's a saggy nosed.
And Harry is petty.
He's petty as fuck. He doesn't.
He's a
care.
dumb, petty fuck.
He doesn't care, and it sort of fucking shows in this next scene because they're just like, "Well, I guess we got to knock 3 people out to fucking get this necklace we need. So we're gonna knock 3 people out, even though one of them might have the most important meeting of his life in this morning."
Right? And even in the elevator, he like Ron, the only one with like empathy, is like, "Oh shit, I gotta save my wife." And Harry's like, "Dude, you don't have a wife. Who gives a fuck about that bitch?"
Yeah, Harry's just down to like let it happen. Is Harry
Even
a
though
boss?
he'll help you like for knowing you after a half an hour, if you have something to do in his life, he's got you, right?
Well, maybe he's
'Cause
got
he's
you.
a selfish fuck.
He might have you or expect you to get him. So who the fuck
He
knows?
is. He's. The more I think about it, he's such an idiot that he's almost an anti-hero.
Yeah, a little bit, yes, because he's almost going against the grain of what should happen 100% of the time, and everyone else is having to fix it for him.
Or like they're manipulating him and he doesn't know what to do. So he literally doesn't know what to do ever, like the whole time. He just gets lucky with his instincts.
That's what always got me about the book is when I read the books, it's like Harry Potter's not really good at anything.
He can fly
He can fly and he fights fucking Voldemort, and that's about it.
because he is Voldemort.
Yeah.
So he's just lucky at like. So really, he's known for like a fraud.
Well, he's known for having an extreme string of luck, apparently.
He's that guy that like puts 1 penny in a slot and hits the jackpot.
Right?
He's that dude.
Dude, this was a weird fucking scene, too.
In
Because
Harry's case, he'd steal that penny.
he'd steal that penny because Harry just thinks it's cool to break into Umbridge's office.
What happened to all his fucking money too?
He can't go
Why
get
is
it.
he not giving that to the Weasleys?
Because he can't go get it. everything's been taken over.
Jesus.
Yeah, so he's effectively broke. Yeah, so they show
him. So like you said, so they switch to these three people, and the dude that Weasley switches to, he meets one of the guys again, another new character.
Yeah,
that's part of the.
He was at the meeting though.
I know, but I'm saying he was new to this movie.
Yeah, he was.
You never seen him. I don't think so.
He was because what was going on was he was actually captaining a ship in Pirates of the Caribbean, so he had previous engagements. So now he's back being a Death Eater. Because that's what he is to me, and a very calm walker, which we end up finding out. But
right?
yeah.
And he goes up to Ron, and he's like, dude, it's been raining in my office.
He's like, bro, why is it raining?
And it's not raining men.
Yeah, he basically tells him, he's like, hey, man.
You do realize I'm going downstairs, don't you got them all?
Downstairs?
To interrogate your wife. Now, if my wife's blood status were in doubt, and the head of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement needed a job doing, I think I might just make that a priority. You have 1 hour.
So fucking fix this or I'm going to kill your wife. And that's what I'm saying. Harry's just like, bro, you don't got to help this dude. You know that, right?
Hella weird. So, anyways, Harry go and like fucks up the magazine shit.
No, he goes into Umbridge's office.
That was a cool little scene.
Yeah,
that little black timer
little
thing,
fart
whatever
bombs
that is.
That multiply.
That was kind of cool.
That was cool.
And then of course he's so fucking stupid that even when he knows he's on the potion, he can't like act normal.
Right? When he steps out of the office, he's just like, oh.
But what's up with this like walk? Why can't he just walk normal? As if like he knows he's been there.
Yeah, right.
Like who gives a fuck how like
he walks
because he has to do that face. Even the actor's probably, dude, I have to be as stupid as Harry Potter. Because he has to have that like, whoa face. What is that?
Yeah, because
this is grown-up magic world. I was here and I almost died here, but this is all new to me.
Because when he's like, well, I mean, do they have the pit of death that they do in Fantastic Beasts?
The pit of death. Yeah, what?
Yeah, do they have that at the Ministry of Magic? Because that shit was sort of sick. But no, yeah, he almost gets caught. He just steps out and he's like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
And he just runs into Ron, of course.
And Ron doesn't recognize him. He's
and
like,
then they go into the court, look for Umbridge, and it's the dude that he become, his wife, is like getting questioned and shit.
Which they went
and
to
Umbridge is being a cunt.
They went to the court for no reason. They just decided to find it.
Right?
And then she's like, oh, thanks for bringing him here. And he's like, oh, well, no one told me to bring him here, but yeah, sure. I guess that worked out for Harry Potter, right?
Right?
And that's when he fucking
breaks cover, of course.
Claps
well,
her.
it was gonna happen, so I guess it was a good move on his part.
And he just stupefies her, right?
Yeah, fucks her up.
Yeah.
They steal the necklace, and now the guy who
the pirate,
the guy who told Ron to fucking clean up his reigning office, which I need that to be explained to me at some point, but
I don't understand it either.
And of course, this guy, like, there's a bounty on Harry. Yeah. These people are the ones that they're looking for. And he walks.
Very slowly.
Yeah. Just to look like an asshole.
And he's like, gets caught up in the fucking papers.
Yeah.
And he's just flicking it. And the only time he really starts sprinting is when they get close to the fucking fireplaces. And he's actually like, oh shit, they might actually leave.
Yeah.
Which goes into this weird, like stretched out, like Stretch Armstrong teleportation scene.
I liked it, actually.
Which was cool. Don't get me wrong. It just confused me because they pop out and that dude's nowhere to be found. So I'm guessing he died.
Yeah.
Like, and Ron's arm is, like, coming off of his body. What happened there?
I don't know.
That shit was crazy. But apparently Hermione has the potion for everything. Which Harry fucking is useless yet again.
Dude, his arm got fucked up. He got jawsed one time. His arm got fucked up.
So I'm saying it's like falling off his body damn near.
Yeah.
And who saves the day? Hermione.
Yeah.
Not Harry Potter, because Harry Potter's an idiot.
Yeah. She did the spell. She got him out of there. She got him in a safe place. And then had the thing to fix Ron when something else went wrong.
Yeah.
And Harry's still, like, butthurt. As usual.
It shows him trying to blow up the locket.
And that's when they do the shit. Like, she does the enchantments. And everyone's cool. Because of her. Right? And then they go...
Yeah.
Well, then they realize they can't destroy the necklace.
So they wear it.
And that's when Ron's sort of like, dude, like, don't you think it's sort of weird that motherfucker isn't even Dumbledore isn't even fucking telling you how to kill these things?
Not
Like,
just that, he's like, why did he make it so hard? If you were gonna get the snitch anyway, why did he make this so hard?
right?
Like, that's the real question. And yeah, so they decide to wear it, and it becomes Lord of the Rings now.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
And
Super Lord of the
Harry
Rings.
Potter has the fucking vision of the wand maker getting clapped.
Yeah,
I guess.
I
Clapped
guess.
or captured because he pops
captured.
up later.
Yeah,
And Snape's the headmaster at Hogwarts doing
Yeah.
some weird Snape shit, being monotone and teaching. Actually,
telling them to be monotone.
Actually
that's
teaching.
the harshness of
Yeah.
Hogwarts. Everyone has to be monotone.
and they learn now because that stupid fuck Dumbledore isn't letting him get away with fucking doing the dumbest
Well, yeah, because
shit.
Dumbledore was just using Hogwarts as a platform to run his own fuckery.
Well, yeah,
That's
Yeah.
all he was doing.
he
And,
exactly.
And the Snatchers come through, right?
Well,
Like we're in fucking Jumper, the movie Jumper.
yeah, and
Snatchers come through, and
the fucking David
after she
Bowie.
makes all these enchantments to the David Bowie, yeah, that dude did look like David Bowie. Jesus. She puts up her bubble enchantments, right? But they can smell her perfume, I guess. And like I said, after all the shit Hermione does, Harry Potter calls her out for her one fucking mistake of wearing perfume.
And next time, Hermione, as much as I like your perfume, just don't wear any.
What a dickhead.
Yeah, but then Ron is sort of losing it too because as
Yeah.
they're walking back, he's like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
His hand's a little too close to her pussy, bro.
Yeah, so they're all getting heated at each other for
Yeah.
no reason. So is it really just affecting them
Maybe.
that much?
Maybe. Yeah, but Weasley's kind of looking at them like, oh, hell nah. I just started realizing I can fuck this bitch. Like, you're not doing that to me, Harry. And that's when Hermione has this epiphany from the
Oh
book.
God, bro!
Yeah,
This is
everything-
so stupid.
That when Harry stabbed the shitty animatronic snake in Chamber of Secrets, it got forever ingrained with snake venom. So now that is the thing that can destroy Horcruxes. Apparently.
Which they have to go find the sword now. Which who knows where the fuck the sword is, right? But I'll tell you who knows because you find
Who
out
knows?
later. Who the fuck knows? Because they don't explain it.
Yeah. It's convenience.
And Ron
It has to be convenience, or else the movie's gonna suck.
and like what Harry's this is just Harry and Hermione sitting there, right? That's
and it's funny because like Ron has to turn off the lights to go dumb on them. He turns off the lights and then turns them back on for some reason.
just to make a
Like-
point.
It's like, are you fucking guys done? Are you done suckling your tits?
He's like, bro, you're fucking doing all this shit, and we're helping you the fuck out.
Yeah.
When we don't need to be doing this shit, and Harry's just like, well, my parents are dead.
Yeah. He's like, bitch, deal with it. My parents aren't yet. Okay? That's all I'm worried about. Let me listen to my fucking radio, and how about you shut the fuck up and deal with your shit? Because
Right?
we're inheriting all your bullshit.
Yeah, because that's sort of what the like where Harry's an idiot too. He's like, do you know what it's like to think that like wait and see if someone you know is dead? And Harry's like, yeah, because someone I know is dead. He's like, no, I'm saying you have to wait to find out if they're dead. You knew they were dead.
Yeah. You weren't alive yet, bro.
It didn't
Or you
affect
weren't
you.
like fucking, knowledgeable yet.
Yeah, you
That's why every motherfucker had to tell you. If not, you'd just be this fucking 11-year-old starved orphan. You fuck.
He still is that at heart because he's as selfish as a fucking orphan.
And of course, Ron gets super butthurt and he leaves. And he kind of tells Hermione, like, dude, you coming with me or not?
Yeah,
And Hermione, being the smart person she is like, okay, Ron, just take off the necklace. As soon as he takes it off, she's like, all right, he needs to get his shit together.
Bro.
Has nothing to do with me wanting to fuck Harry. Okay? If I wanted to fuck Harry, I would have sucked him off a long time ago.
And he
If you don't
can't
realize
handle
that. Yeah.
He can't handle it.
I think he's just jealous because he knows his dick's smaller and he's not as smart or talented or known.
Well, apparently he is more talented than Harry because the one chick, Nymphomaniac, was basically saying like, bro, Ron like saved my ass. He's the only reason we survived. And even Harry's
I think
like,
Weasleys are
really?
inherently good wizards. They're just like,
They're simple folk.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Like, yeah.
They just
like,
wanna
when you
be.
see some basketball players are really good, but you're just like,
Yeah,
they don't have that flash.
They just want to
They're
be.
just poor.
Yeah, they just want to be and exist and look at old TVs.
Yeah.
Because wizards don't have TV.
And so he leaves. He deuces. And Harry tries to swoop.
He tries to seduce. Yeah, they dance, and that's what's weird is like they were trying to set up
Child porn.
child
porn.
No, they were trying to
flash it on screen for fucking. You can find our shit on YouTube sometimes. We'll figure out something with YouTube. We'll have a surprise here soon.
It's odd that you made that the reference after we talked about child porn.
What? That'll probably get us millions of views, you sick fucks.
Yeah, you fucking that's clickbait with a whole nother meaning. Jesus. But yeah, so they dance.
Yeah.
They dance, and that's the most awkward sexual tension ever because it doesn't even look like they want to fuck.
Yeah.
But
or at least Hermione doesn't.
Yeah, well, both of them. Harry looks awkward as fuck. He's doing that stupid half smile. And fucking Hermione looks stupid as fuck. And they're like sort of getting close, but you're just like, dude, they're not at all attracted to each other. Like you can tell as a viewer.
Right?
They just made a scene to make it look like that.
And of course Dumbledore had to make his message queer. And he had to put the golden nut on his fucking mouth.
You were right. Snitches have flesh memories, but I didn't catch the first snitch with my hand. I almost swallowed it.
That's how Harry knew. I don't know what the message said on the golden snitch, though.
It just said, ha ha, my dick touched this.
I thought it said open when you close.
Well, that too.
And
no. And so then, again, another fucking epiphany.
Well, here's my, epiphany, right? Harry thought of this one. And of course, his is just gut-wrenched luck.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with, like, strategy or plan. Because Hermione, of course, is trying to think it out. Hermione's like, why would we go to the place that, like, you were born and shit and have a connection to? Like, he's going to think you're doing that, which would traditionally make sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, and she's kind of looks at him like, remember, motherfucker, that, like, I'm doing this for you. Like, right? I got rid of my parents. I don't have parents.
And he comes up with some stupid excuse like, well, that's what he thought I would do at first, but it's been so long now, he won't find me.
And maybe I'll find the fucking 3 people that they just say an exposition at the wedding. Hey, do you guys remember that from 20 scenes ago? Yeah.
Yeah, and all this because someone remembers that's the symbol Luna's dad had.
Jesus. Like Jesus. Bro.
That book came through.
This book needed Jesus. The movie needed Jesus for sure.
Jesus.
So yeah, so she fucking she's thinking that way, and she makes a good suggestion like, all right, if we're gonna go there, we should like use the polyjuice. Harry Potter being an egomaniac, high-strung douchebag, so like risking her life is like, nah, this is a place I was born. I need to show my face.
Right?
Even though I told you to erase your parents' memory. And I'm gonna keep fucking reminding people of that. That she made the biggest sacrifice any fucking kid could make. Because she keeps it that real. And she's that down of a bottom bitch.
Well, at this point, she's only thinking about getting some dick, so she could care less about her parents. But then she didn't realize how hard it would be to get some dick on this journey.
Well, because apparently, like you said in the books, Hermione's supposed to be like this gross, like, geek. Right?
They didn't anticipate her getting that hot when she got...
So then they find Bagshot, and they go to her house. That's all I can say.
Well, first he's they realize it's Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas.
Oh, my parents died. Another scene.
Oh, there's a grave. Oh, here's a grave with a symbol on it. Let's not investigate that grave.
And Hermione has to feel bad for him, of course. Let's coddle Harry some more. What a bitch.
And then they find
Dude, honestly, fuck Harry Potter, bro.
This is the house. This is the house.
And of course, when Bagshot takes her to the house, Hermione already kind of knows what's up. She's like, okay, something's sketch.
Yeah.
And Harry stupidly just follows her upstairs.
Because
Hermione says, like, Harry, where are you going, you dumb fuck? Like, you even know where we're at? This whole place is fucking rotting with cobwebs, bro.
Yeah, and doesn't she's the one who discovers the old lady in the closet, right? The actual old lady?
No, she finds like some book.
Oh, that's... No, that's right. The lady turns into a snake and Hermione finds like the dead body of the lady.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And that's...
So yeah, of course. So stupidly Harry falls it and it's a fucking snake.
It's
trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And of course Hermione saves the fucking day.
And they fuck up the snake, but they didn't find shit.
They didn't find shit, but like I said, let's. I want to really illustrate this point of how much of an asshole Harry Potter is to me. Okay, She saved him from the snake. He dropped his wand. He hid behind the couch. She grabs his wand, teleports them, or I don't know if he teleported her or whatever.
No, she did.
She teleported them, accidentally broke his wand, all while wearing the Horcrux.
Yeah.
And he's all butthurt and pissed off because he fucked up. Because, like you said, he went there for no fucking reason but to get exposed.
Yeah.
Like, she was right. She was right the whole time.
Yeah, she basically at the
Didn't
beginning,
do anything.
At the beginning too, she was like, dude, you're sort of a dick for like all the shit that everybody's doing for you. And Ron even says it. He's like, bro, do you think this is at the beginning? Ron goes like, do you think this is really about you?
Yeah.
Like, it's not. It's about everybody here.
Well,
because-
even when they're at the house, Harry's like, I don't want everyone to do this for me. And Ron's like, well, bro, we've been doing it for you for fucking years. We might as well, you piece of shit.
But Ron also says too, though, he's like, bro, it's not even about you. Like, everybody's gonna die if you don't. You're protecting everybody. Not everybody's doing this to protect you.
Yeah.
Like, that's where Harry has it fucked up. He thinks these people are literally helping him because he's the chosen one. No, they're helping you because you're the only one that can stop everyone from dying.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like, Hermione fucking did all of that for him.
Well, that's because
and then
Hermione's
got them
the
out of
shit.
danger. But then he's going to sit there like a little bitch and then pout, and she's like, and then his only question is, where's my wand? And she's like, my bad. Like, she even felt hella bad about it that she broke it. And he's like, it's done. Give me yours.
Yeah, and he
like,
just...
little bitch.
Bro, and
then what does he fucking do next?
The
what does he do
weirdest
next?
Fucking scene
the
in
dumbest
the world.
fuck. Another dumb move.
No, not just that, but like, bro, this next scene, like, it makes no fucking sense. And I'm be surprised if they don't go back and like not explain it at all. Because what, he goes out into the forest, follows something. He has a deer patronus, right?
Yeah.
Or a stag patronus,
Which we find out what it is later.
Yeah, and there's a fucking.
I'm surprised it isn't. What's that one fucking drink? Fuck. Never mind.
Well, he's probably like, it's my dad, because that worked out for me earlier.
What is that drink that's like 90% fucking alcohol that has an elk on it? On the front.
I have no clue. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
Is it Everclear? Something like that?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
But yeah, then he dives into a frozen lake.
In his boxer briefs, because we had to see that.
To find the sword, which is now there?
And what happens, of course?
Well, of
that
course.
dumbass move. He gets trapped.
He gets trapped.
And he's going to die.
Because the Horcrux doesn't want him to find the sword. Like, now the Horcrux can pull him. Which is just another layer to this whole fucking story.
Right? And of course, Ron shows up conveniently.
The
land of convenience, Harry Potter.
Even Ron can't explain how he shows up. He's like, bro, there's like a ball of light.
I put my dick in the flashlight thinking of you, Hermione, and I just popped up.
Yeah, he's like, there was like a ball of cum that came out of it and went right into me. And then I thought of you guys and I was here.
Like, that's literally what happened.
Like, what the fuck?
And, yeah, so he saves the day. He gets the sword. And the Horcrux gets open. And this is the interesting scene. The actual child born.
Yeah.
But in black smoke projection.
And it's just talking
Hermione's
to Ron.
naked. She looks good.
Yeah, and right as it's about to show her tits, the smoke changes.
Yeah.
So that's...
And they're calling Ronald out on all his insecurities inside and everything that he thinks about.
Well, yeah, because
he's poor.
He is poor and
with
insecure.
A smaller dick.
And in this one, he literally looks like he's strung the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like
he's been doing that. Yeah. And, yeah, so what the weakest anticipation for, like, action event, which if you could even call it that.
Yeah.
Him fucking slamming a necklace with a sword. That's the most action we've had since the beginning.
It actually is.
Since the snake, at least.
Well, no, they had the shootout in the fucking coffee place.
Oh, yeah, that was solid.
Sort of raw. Well, yeah, and then so they go back to see Hermione, and what a fucking warm welcoming Ron gets for saving Harry Potter's life, right? She literally asks Harry for her wand so she can clap him.
Yeah.
She's like, bro, you need to give me my wand right the fuck now so I can fuck this. Why is she mad? Why is she? Because he
dipped
away.
out on her. Yeah,
but apparently they were fucking fine. What did he go do? Well, he came back and did the most important thing. She wasn't fucking there. Harry
That's
would
true.
have died.
Because Harry's an idiot. Why wouldn't you make that move without waking up Hermione? Why would you, like, not just
Well, because it
assume?
was his turn to be on patrol, so he probably wasn't anywhere close to the time.
So you go into an icy pond.
Yeah, Harry's an idiot. Why couldn't he have just... I don't know. Harry's a fucking idiot.
And of course, so Weasley gets him a new wand, and he says some super suspect shit about it being 10 inches, but not too much.
It's a blackthorn. 10 inches. Nothing special, but I reckon it'll do.
Well, yeah, and also he tells him to mac harder on fucking Hermione. He's like, you got it, bro. I know you do. I'll let you have that shit.
And Hermione's like, yo, we gotta go check out what kind of acid Lovegood's dad is brewing up right now.
Yeah, because that shit might be the fire, and it might lead us to where we need to go.
And of course, they see Dumbledore's gay letter to Grindelwald.
Yeah, because it has the same mark.
Expressing his gay love.
He's
So-
like, look, it's that mark we've been seeing. He's like, you know who had that mark? Luna's dad at the wedding. Bruh.
Remember, he sold us our first tab of acid that we did together
Yeah.
and butt fucked
He's
each
like,
other.
He's like, this was the symbol on that tin sack he gave me.
I wanted to tattoo that on your butthole.
That shit was some fire.
So yeah, they go to see him, and he's coming off his acid trip, of course, because he's
starting to
drinking
sober
tea.
up.
But I think he threw some shrooms in that tea too.
Because he starts tripping balls, and they all start seeing a cartoon.
That sucked.
That was terrible. I mean, the story, like, it does accentuate, like, the story, I guess, a little bit. But,
Yeah, the magical kidney stone, the invisible cloak, and the
and the stupid dildo wand.
yeah,
But
the rib dildo one.
The rib dildo wand. But it's like, it just felt really out of place. It's like Tim Burton just sort of stepped in and was like, hey, let me help you out with a scene real quick. So he's like, I know that my lady's, like, in the movie, so I got you.
Right?
Yeah. He was like... He probably was Tim Burton, to be honest with you. Because that is his lady. Fucking Lestrange.
Could be. Either way, it was dumb. Because even the way he said it, he's like, oh, what's this? Of course, it's the sign of the Deathly Hallows.
Like,
what, you didn't fucking know that? Let me explain it now.
It's like, y'all are stupid. And I like how he's like, she tries to read the story and Ron cuts her off because, like, Mommy always said midnight.
Yeah.
She's like, bitch, you want to read the story
Well,
then?
because he's like, I was breastfeeding since I was 11. That's why her tits are so fucking huge.
That's why my skin's so white.
She
Full
has
of
fucking
milk.
Old milk. She had old cheese milk in her tits.
Oh,
And,
shit. So, yeah, you learn...
Yes, that explains the Elder Wand and the magical kidney stone. So.
And the invisibility cloak, which I guess Harry
And Luna
had.
set them up. He set them up.
Well, not Luna, just Mr. Lovegood.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying Luna. His last
He
name is
did
Luna.
set them up, and I like how they just show them flying around it, just shooting spells into the fucking thing.
I like that. That was actually really cool. And they show up to the place that they were at, and of course the Snatchers are there conveniently.
So they're like
have to-
just getting hit on all sides.
Right?
They can't make it out. And she makes his face look stupid.
Hella dumb. And like I said, how stupid were these people when they gave them to the Dark Lord lair? Conveniently, he's not there, right? He's got to get beepered from the fucking Mega Dash, whatever the dude's name was, the Turkish guy selling them beepers. That's how they talk to.
Yeah.
They imprinted it. They fucking stuck a beeper inside of their arm. That's what the snake is. It's a fuck. Voldemort's inside of his nostrils. He's like, someone's calling me.
It vibrates his nose.
Yeah, and yeah. So, how stupid were they? They kept saying if it's Harry or not, because apparently they're too good to like kill another 17-year-old as if it mattered.
And he says I like how he uses his uncle's name. He's like, yo, I'm a Vernon Dudley.
Yeah. And Hermione uses like some porn name.
Yeah.
And I think Weasley's like, yeah, I'm too poor to know my name. It's Ron
I
Weasley.
don't know my name. I'm the dumb wizard.
He's the Ed. He's the double D, or he's the fucking Ed from fucking Ed and Eddie.
It is because Hermione's hella smart.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's a scheming fuck, and Ron's just dumb and strong. Dumb and strong. He's the muscle.
He is kind of big. He's kind of yoked.
And he's the muscle, bro. Like, he's apparently a better
Yeah,
because
remember he like everyone's mad at Harry, and he sort of like stands up to everybody. He's like, "What are y'all gonna do about it, bruh?"
He's like, bro, I got this shit. He's like, y'all got wands, I'll fucking yoke you. I'm tall as shit. And I got these 2 thug brothers.
Yeah, right.
And another thug brother that has dragons. We'll drive by your ass.
And yeah, so how stupid were they? Because Lucius and the rat were there, and they didn't even recognize Harry.
At all.
It's like, you should have known. Like, it's like, come on. And they try and put him in jail. And of course, who comes through?
Luna. Well, there's Luna Lovegood.
Well, as Lestrange is fucking
like torturing,
giving Hermione the Nazi tattoos.
Yeah, she's doing that, and she's also using the torturing curse on her. Like, just basically like, why? And that's what's weird. They're like, bro, how the fuck did you get the sword? It was in my shit.
Yeah.
And then she's like, bro, I don't fucking know. We don't even know how we got the sword. That hasn't been explained to us yet, and we assume it will be.
Right.
Like, because that's just how Harry Potter goes. And so they
all while this is going on, just want to mention Grindelwald is thinking about Dumbledore's wiener and how much fun they had together when they were younger. And he said he's going to hide that wand in his ass till the day he dies.
It's like,
and Voldemort's like, I get it.
It's like, I'll have to lick it
I gotta
out.
rape his dead body, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, they fucking...
So all that's going on, yeah.
So then Luna is apparently down there with the wand maker and Vern Troyer. Fucking, and then...
that's a weird bunch.
That is a weird bunch. And then Dobby comes out of nowhere, which makes sense, because he was Malfoy's house elf, so it would make sense that he could teleport in and out of their house. Because that's why she points it out. Like, bro,
and instead of him just saying that, he's like, I got you always, Harry Potter. Even though I haven't, like, 30 other fucking times. But yeah, I got you, bro.
Harry sees him, like, doesn't even really say hi. He's just like, wait, you can teleport? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, get these 2 out of here, motherfucker. Hurry up and work.
Right?
Just puts them to work right away.
And so Dobby gets them out of jail, and they have a cool-ass fight scene, right?
Where they're dueling
Lucius gets fucked up.
And so, that's what I'm saying. He just grabs. He doesn't even spell
No,
battle
Lucius.
him. Well, yeah, Lucius gets fucked up, and Malfoy, he just grabs his wand from him and is like, sit the fuck down, motherfucker.
Yeah, and Malfoy does like a bitch, because he's a pussy.
He stays put.
He's a pussy fart. He's not even a pussy. He's so soft, he's a fucking quiet pussy fart.
He's a queef. He is a queef. That should be his wizarding name.
Queef boy.
Queef boy.
Yeah. He sucks, dude. He has to be the worst son in history. Like, I don't give a fuck what side I'm on. That kid sucks.
And even the dad was like, dude, if this is Harry, we're good. We're gravy. Like, we're back.
Like, I was tortured and raped in prison, right? Can you fucking help your dad and stop being a pussy?
But no, he apparently now is Harry's friend. Well, that was the whole, like, bully thing. It was like, he just wanted to be Harry's friend. And Harry was just a little...
Yeah, because at first he was like, what's good, Harry?
But he was just an asshole about it.
Yeah.
Because the way he was raised. So that's the real character growth, is he overcomes the way he was raised.
Yeah, so they have, Dobby has to have his fucking slave uprising speech.
Dobby has no master. Dobby is a free elf.
And then he teleports them, and she, like, has the knife throw of the fucking century. Well, she even sees it, like, disappear with him as it teleports, and she's like, oh, shit! Even she's like, fuck!
And Dobby's murdered, thank God. Fuck that little bastard.
And Harry's like, we're gonna do this shit proper.
Yeah, what a dickhead.
It's like, bro,
motherfucker, you didn't have to be a wizard.
Yeah. They're like, bro, we're wizards. That is proper for us. To use magic to dig the hole. If you want to use your hands, you can. We're not helping you.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. It's like, bro, all right, do whatever you want. Fucking, you're going to build, like, the hole's going to be, like, the size of a fucking Frisbee, bro. It's Dobby. Like, we'll be cool.
It was weird.
And they put Dobby to rest. Yeah. It's my favorite scene.
I rooted for it. I was clapping.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Not in, like, clapping like, oh, like, I'm Dobby, die. Like, clapping like, good.
Yeah.
Fuck that little guy.
Exactly, because it's like...
He's unfair.
He's
cheap.
It would have improved Star Wars so much for them to get rid of Jar Jar Binks like that. Just have him die.
And then Voldemort rapes Dumbledore's dead body and he gets his wand. Tune in for part 2.
Yeah. Literally,
essentially.
That's the end.
I liked
such a cold ending though. I like that compared to the other endings.
I'll give you that.
It just ends. It just is over.
Yeah.
Like, So it's so much better.
And it's not like too abrupt either.
No.
It leaves you with a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
oh shit, he's got the rib dildo on. Or is it going? What hole's going up next?
Ooh, you know whose hole it's going up. First Grindelwald or whatever.
So yeah, it may seem every time we talk about a movie, since this is the 21st episode, that we don't like them.
Because we sort of don't.
And by the way, guys, this isn't like episode based. We're trying to make it like an audiobook. So if you want to listen to Marvel, you listen to Marvel, like all the way through, if you want, or catch up within the series. And we're giving you Harry Potter as a series, so don't feel bad that you have to like watch them all at once. We're not going to hit you this fast.
Yeah, we do not
with
expect you to watch every new episode right away. Just enjoy it at your like leisure.
Yeah. So watch them one at a time, and I'd start from the worst.
Yeah.
And if you are tuning in, check out the previous episodes, 15 through 20.
Yeah, so for the Marvel, that would be starting with the Hulk. For Harry
1
Potter,
through 14.
Yeah, Harry Potter, that would be starting with Chamber of Secrets, which would be 16 through, which is
Well,
now...
Fantastic Beasts is 15. So episode 15.
Yeah, but
So
that's...
15 through 21.
Yeah.
Check it out. Simple as that. You'll figure it out. But yeah, that's why I gave it the score I did. It was good enough to keep me entertained, and it was one of the more rewatchable Harry Potter movies.
It made sense.
I could sit through this one.
Yeah. It didn't leave you scratching your head like, bro, what the fuck is happening?
It did a lot, actually.
Not really for me.
Maybe
like,
I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm as dumb as Harry Potter.
I felt well, maybe even if it did.
But this
leave
movie did make me at some points want to walk into ice water.
Well, yeah. But even if it didn't leave, like, it did leave you scratching your head, I think it didn't, like, leave me confused as to where the story was going.
Okay.
Like, with the other movies with the school, sometimes you're sitting there like, bro, what the fuck is going on? They're just showing classes at this point. They just needed a scene.
Right?
Like, and so you're just sitting there like, oh, okay, I guess it sort of set something up, but it's useless. In this one, it was just so rapid fire, like I said, a video game. Go here, get this. Go here, get this. Go here, get this. That it was easy to follow along. Now, maybe, like, the plot or the lore of Harry Potter was a little harder to follow along on this, but in terms of what you, like, knowing what was going on, it was much easier in this movie.
Okay.
Like, because you just had to sit back and, like, watch, you know. It kept it small. They didn't introduce a lot of new characters throughout the movie. They sort of introduced them all at the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
And then they just played on that. So I thought, in that regard, it's sort of why I think it was above a 7. It's because it did keep me entertained. It was relatively easy just to sit back and get what was going on, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had some slow points, and the romance was always sort of whatever. No, and it sounds like we hate shit that has to do with romance.
Not really.
Not really.
This is actually one of the least problems I have with romances is Hermione and Weasley and Harry Potter. I just don't like the child porn thing.
Yeah, it
I don't like
goes
that
a
they're
bit deep.
like 16. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm not into that shit. So let's go over our scores and lists.
Yeah.
It says on our schedule the number 8 through 1 movie.
Yeah.
So we'll go over it like that, but we'll add in Fantastic Beasts score at the end for you, if that makes any fucking sense to anybody.
Yeah, let's not try to confuse them too much, but we will try to confuse you a little.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start with my list since I'm the host. At number 8, I had Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And it felt like a giant snake was biting me when I was watching that movie.
It made me want to write a diary that I would kill myself inside of.
So for number 7, I had Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone with a 6. 6 being the amount of times that Mr. Filch made me laugh for being so child molesty looking and being a weird janitor.
I'm married to you.
I'm married to you. So
Him and Ja Rule would get along.
So for number
6,
I have...
This is Tim, by the way. Tim
Tim
is the one giving his list.
Yes. For number...
It's not about the scores, guys.
It's about the names. Apparently.
We'll give it to you. Nice and hard.
So for number 6, I have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Because it was a half-assed movie. And it was just like, whatever. Snape, I don't care about you, Snape. I do care about you, but not in that light.
It felt like I could only get the poo halfway out. Didn't satisfy me enough.
All right. I don't know exactly if you can only get poo halfway out, but I'll take your word for that. So for number 5, I have Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And I felt like there was a group of grown men arguing about my future as I was watching this movie.
It almost made me not want to have a future.
You're fucking correct about that. For number 4, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I felt so much like a prisoner.
What was the number?
Oh, of course, I gave it a 7, and I gave it a 7 because, you know, it's 7 is the amount of times that they had to mention stupid werewolves.
Right?
Like, in foreshadowing. And I was just, like, over that. It could have been an 8, maybe, if they had cleaned up the plot a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Instead of all this stupid foreshadowing they keep doing in every fucking movie. Except for this one.
Snape was great in that one, too.
Snape was fucking fantastic. He was... Him teaching that class is the best. And so for number 3, I have this episode. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which I gave a 7.2. And, you know, 7 points of that comes from watching Dobby die, to be honest with you. And 0.2 for flow of the plot.
Wow, so where do you have Fantastic Beasts?
Fantastic Beasts would actually come right after this. So this would bump this movie down to 4, and Fantastic Beasts would be my number 3 with a 7.3.
Okay. Wow. So for me, number 8, it made me want to kill a snake, take its fang, and fucking shove it in my eye. Chamber of Secrets with a 5.1.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you this. Maybe for battling a projection, I would have rather him have battled Tom Riddle, the projection, than that fucking animatronic snake. That was number 8 on my list. Number 7 was the Sorcerer's Kidney Stone. I gave this 6, and it made me almost want to produce a kidney stone.
That's how I felt.
Watching it.
Yeah. I got a little dehydrated.
Number 6. Number 6 was the Order of the Phoenix. And I'll give 5 points of that to introducing us to very, very special Luna.
I love Luna.
And speaking of special, I think that was the movie where Ron wore a special helmet to play Quidditch also.
I think that is. You are correct.
So yeah, the movie kind of sucked. And number 5 was The Prisoner of Azkaban. I gave it a 6.6, and that was about how many grams of meth Sirius was smoking per day. Number, what is that? 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, number 4 on my list was the the Half-Blood Prince.
That's
I don't know what I was going to say.
The Fresh
Prince of Bel-Air is so imprinted in my mind as a child that
the Fresh
every
Blood
time I see Prince, I think of fucking Will Smith.
Purple Rain
Movie would have been
Prince.
better with Will Smith.
Probably.
Yeah, the Half-Blood Prince, I gave a 7. And all 7 of those is to Snape's monotoneness. And number 3 for me was the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
It was a tie, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a tie with Fantastic Bestiality and what butthole to put them in. And Deathly Hallows Part 1 was tied at number 3 with a 7.1, and I'll give 6.5 points to Voldemort raping Dumbledore's dead body at the end. And Dumbledore's gay letter to Grindelwald.
With the
Because
pornographic
all of the bad guys / top good guys are all gay with each other.
Apparently.
So yeah, you can find our previous episodes, the ones that we just gave you, all the movies that we ranked. You could find those in episodes 15 through 20. I think that's like the 4th time we fucking said it. So I think that's good enough for them.
Yeah, I think for now, just a little bit. And
you could tweet us what you think of these movies, whatever your ranking is. You can even ask us what we think. We'll give you like a little short message on it, or
yeah. If you want to let us criticize your rankings, then go for it.
Yeah. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, We'll just say those two.
Yeah, because
I'll say iTunes 2 more times. iTunes.
The rules of 3. If you say
subscribe
it in the dark, it'll appear.
Yeah.
So
subscribe so you get those motherfucking updates.
And
so you can find our release schedule for the future episodes of the HCU.
Yeah, and be sure to
Twitter also. It's our pin tweet right now, I believe.
Yeah, and we'll have Star Wars coming out in January.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. We'll have Rogue One hopefully later this week.
Hopefully we start doing better movie series too.
I don't think there are better movie series. I'm not joking.
As far as like movies go. Yeah. Maybe Lethal Weapon.
I don't want to watch Lethal Weapon. How do you break down
I like
Lethal Weapon?
The Jet Li one?
Yeah. Or there's a Die Hard, I guess.
Bro, nothing could be worse.
Mission Impossible.
Nothing could be worse than the Chambers. Chamber of Secrets or Incredible Hulk. They get pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
So,
there are some pretty bad fucking
and that's
movies.
my opinion.